couple of plastic gloves.
Oh boy. Emily, what are you doing?
What?
Are you slinging slop?
Yep.
Hey y'all, this is Billy from Perma Pastures Farm. Along with this little sweetie over here who wants to stay off camera for the moment. It's all good. Anyway, we talked about it before. This is that little pocket pond that we built up at the top of the hill. Well, actually, Justin did it with his machine when he was making that terrace up there for us. So here's what's going on, okay? There's really a bunch of things going on. We have 3 of these pig nets set up right now, coming from the permaculture barn all the way up to here. We got to accomplish a few things all at the same time. One of them being that we got to get them really accustomed to spending all of their time outside. Now they're still small. They're really not really supposed to be outside, but we're going to take a few chances on a few things. That's number one. But getting outside, getting acclimated to that, to staying outside. Number 2, well, we got this little pocket pond here that right now it's holding a little bit of water. It's not very deep at the present moment. And right over here is the spillway. Now, it holds water for now and for a very short period of time, but we want to get to the point where it's holding it full time. But the soil isn't at all set up to do that. That's where these guys and gals come into play. We've never done this before. I'm going to say this right out of the gates, y'all. We have never done this before. I've only ever read about it, and I've seen more than anything, I've only heard about it. I've never actually done it. So there's a bunch of different ways you can go about this, I'm told. My friend Eric Sider, check out his YouTube channel. He's actually, look at this. Yeah, that's what they do. That's the pigness of the pig. He actually told me a number of ways we can go about this. One of them being we could utilize comfrey. There's geese, there's ducks, there's all kinds of things I've heard people do, but I've never actually seen it. So we're going to put it to the test here. Worst case scenario, then we got other methods to do this, but I want to know if this is going to work. All right, y'all, the idea here is that the pigs seal this pond for us. Now, for me, this is only theoretical at this point because we've never done it. So we're going to let them come out here. Right now, we're getting them acclimated. They're coming out here. They're feeding. Hopefully, they're going to make this. I'm sure it's not really hot enough for them to make this a wallow, but we do have some warm days. This is going to go away. The water's going to go away, and these guys are going to roll around in here. They're going to do their pig stuff. Frankly, I'm not entirely sure how this process is going to go, so we're going to play with it a little bit. Now, we did set this fence up in such a way. Now, there's areas of this that we don't want compromised. Now, if they tear up the uphill side, I'm okay with that. If they tear up the area I'm standing at, I'm okay with that too. But I can't have them disturb the dam and the spillway. Those are things that we cannot have them. They can have limited access like they currently have, but it can't be full-time access. Obviously, you know, if they tear it up, then we don't have much of a pond to begin with anyway. But this is part of what we got going, y'all. We got this little pocket pond here, mostly as an experiment. And as we work more and more uphill, I mean, it would be more ideal to work from the top down. But it just doesn't, it's not going to work out that way for a whole bunch of reasons that maybe we'll cover in a live stream or something. But right now, the real plan, the real idea is to get them acclimated to being outside, which they're mostly there, and at the same time, get them to glaze this pond. And if it doesn't work, we got plan B, C, all the way down to F. So here they are doing, look at this. They've had a whole bunch of material. If you look over here, William came down a little bit earlier, got a lot of this more organic type material out of here. And I think that's something we want to do. Now, naturally, they're going to do the pigness of the pig. They're going to knock a lot of stuff down here. Ain't that right, Milk Black? Ain't that right, my little pokey little puppy, my little badger puppy? That's right. You're going to look after these guys while they're outside, right? We agree on that? That's right. Anyway, he's going to be looking after them. He's got rain at this place at night. The cool thing about all of this is it's all working together. So we had the earlier iteration of pigs go up there, clear that area up top. We left this stuff down here for the express purpose of allowing, I mean, look at this. Look at this. They're already knocking this stuff out. They're getting everything out of the soil they want. And if you'll notice, you can't see it on the camera, but a lot of the feed that Emily put out here, they're not even touching. There's things in the ground that they want. That's, folks, at the end of the day, we just moved these pigs over here yesterday. Just a little side note, and people that have been around a while have remembered hearing me say this before, and that is the most satisfying part of doing all of this when you work with animals, to me, is the expression you get whenever you move them to a new area. I can't begin to tell you what that's like. It doesn't matter the animal, cow, pig, chickens, it doesn't matter. You'll see a change in their behavior that is, it's one of the most satisfying feelings out there. It really is. So, you know, if you're not into rotational grazing or whatever, for any other reason, then maybe the satisfaction you'll get out of it, watching these animals in the place you know that they love to be. Isn't that right, buddy? So when think about all the things we're getting done here. Let's talk about it from a permaculture standpoint. Okay, we got a piece of ground here that we got a pond, essentially a pocket pond. Really, it's going to be Michelle's dog pond. She was wanting to see him, Nala, and all the other dogs jump in it. She's up there shaking her head in agreement, and you can't see that right now. So that's number one, it's personal enjoyment. Number two, we are getting these pigs to come out here and supplement their diet from the things they already eat. They're doing it all over this place. It looked exactly like where you see the net right now. That's what it looked like. This is just one day of work. Another one, getting the pond done, enjoyment for us. We're getting the pigs are doing their thing. They're getting acclimated to being outside. Folks, there's all this stuff, and we're creating a bit of disturbance. There's Chinese silvergrass up here that if we treat it right, like we did up there, it's not wanting to come back. As long as we do the right methods and techniques to ensure that that stuff isn't finding a home that it likes. All right, look, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna make this video because he's seriously looking at this pig like, hey, you wanna lick a pig? You wanna do some pig licking? You wanna lick a pig? No pig licking today, boy. Anyway. Whole lot of things are getting done here all at the same time. And the material over here that we extracted, that Justin pulled out of here, it's going down to the hugel pile. That's still a process that's unfolding right now. So folks, just to kind of recap, here's our dam, here's our spillway, here's our puppy, and here's our fence. And we got 3 of these fences over here. It's pushing somewhere around 8,000 volts last I checked. So this thing's plenty hot. So these pigs really don't have much of an impetus to want to get out of this. They don't have a whole lot of encouragement to want to get out of this. So here we go. From here, whatever happens in this pond, and hopefully it's positive, they're going to graduate from here. See all that thicket up there? See all that wild stuff? Well, the bottom part looked exactly like it. What's going to happen is we're going to redirect their net. They're going to go up the hill. They're going to keep on going across the landscape, and they're going to go all the way to the top of this mountain, hopefully sooner rather than later. Ain't that right, boy? Anyway, he wants to play right now, and he's going to do his little puppiness of the puppy. So we're going to stand back, leave these guys. We'll give you updates. We'll let you know how it's going. But like I said, this here is an experiment. And don't be afraid, y'all. We get a lot of comments. There's a lot of people that reach out and email and otherwise. They do it mostly privately. And they wonder whether or not they can do this. Folks, I'm telling you, this can be done by you if you have the desire to do it. And don't be afraid. Forget about that fear of failure. Don't have any concern about failing, because you know what? I'm going to do like Teddy Roosevelt said. I'm going to fail while daring greatly. And you should too. Give it a shot. If you fall flat on your face, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, pigs escape, who cares? They know what a bucket is. They have a Pavlovian response to it. So I can always get them back in. But give it a shot. All those people out there that are asking me, man, I don't think I can do it. I don't know. Look, there's paraplegics out there doing this. Okay, there are people that were reformed city slickers that are out there doing this. Me being one of them. Folks, I grew up in South Oklahoma City, and here I am because I dedicated my mind and my heart. I asked the good Lord for guidance, did all those things, and here it is. I'm enjoying what ordinarily would seem like an impossible lifestyle for most of the people that came from where I came from. You can do it. So there's all your encouragement for the day. There's your permaculture short for the day. There's your permaculture long for the day. There's all those things all wrapped up into this one video. Isn't that right, Milk Boy? So give it a shot and fail while daring greatly. Till next time, this is Billy from Pastures Farm, where permaculture is my passion. We'll see y'all next time.